Guys, Bitcoin has opened the day being bearish and it has currently been dropping. I'm going to be thinking about longing Bitcoin potentially in a matter of minutes because obviously we had the plan of potentially taking a trade whether at 63k or also at 61.4k, and currently we saw the low of the day being put before the NY session open. I'm thinking of longing Bitcoin if we take out the current daily low and preferably obviously going all the way lower to 61.4, 61.2, the area where we've got the daily, the NPUC, and also just to add, other than the low itself, the daily low, we also got on the 30-minute time frame the current range being made. Obviously, we've covered that Bitcoin after falling and finally taking out $60,000, the level we had been waiting for almost 4 months. We then has started kind of creating a lower time frame range, and whenever we got a wonderful range like this, we can actually find ourselves lots and lots of scalp trades. Like yesterday, we've mentioned a couple of longs you could have taken, like this one and also this one, where Bitcoin was offering us amazing retracement within this current range. And also using the same range, if we put a volume profile on from the beginning of this little range to the end, which is the current time, we can clearly tell and see that we also got the value area low sitting between the daily and the NPOC. So the zone for us to think of long and potentially Bitcoin today would be and will be at around 61.4. Now obviously this would require us dropping, and once we drop I will be looking at the order flow and the reaction. Why? Because obviously if Bitcoin doesn't offer us a good enough of a reaction, if Bitcoin doesn't hold the support at 61.2, 61.2 and 4, we could potentially then be waiting for a full retracement lower to take out the low, which is currently at 59.1. So if Bitcoin doesn't hold this current support, I will cancel the idea of longing at 61.4 and wait for 59 to 57.4. This is the second level, the bigger trade we're looking for. And also regarding other trades, obviously guys, I do also have an idea for potentially scalp shorting Bitcoin at around 64k. Obviously we've covered, guys, how like within this range we can also use the same volume profile tool to look at and locate the POC, the point of control, and it's currently sitting at 64k. We got the daily, and also coincidentally, amazingly well, we got the anchored view up from the top. So we got multiple confluence for other ideas to short and also long. As I said, the scalp long would be at around 61.4. The bigger long would be us taking out the full wick at 59k, preferably hitting 57.4. And on the flip side, we also got a similar scalp, which is a short at 64k. And on the bigger time frame scale, if we take out the full high of the previous week at 67k, I'm also potentially open for a bigger, higher time frame bearish continuation on Bitcoin, where we take out 67, hit this big anchored V up on the higher time frame, and also hit this volume profile, big block of volume. We got the POC of literally the whole year of 2026. So if Bitcoin was to ever give us a fake out, I'm also ready for an amazing short. However, on the lower time frame, I'm just ready to long, make money on Bitcoin. As we always say, guys, on weeks we can be literally printing money regardless of what Bitcoin does. Again, I don't necessarily love Bitcoin per se as a trader. I just open up the chart, make the plan, and trade Bitcoin every single day. Thank you guys for being amazing, and sorry for speaking quite fast. I'm just excited to trade with you guys. Hopefully today I'm going to be covering the lower time frame, and also hopefully we get a chance to take the trade together. Again, that is hopefully the goal of today, as I've titled the video again, or the titled the live stream. I try my best to stay for an hour, 2 hours potentially, but then like we have to be lucky enough for Bitcoin to hit our level, offer us a reaction, and then like if everything falls perfectly, I'll be joining and jumping into a trade in front of you guys, and hopefully like you can copy the trade if you want to. Again, guys, for those that are new here, we just do a live session trading Bitcoin, analyzing Bitcoin every single day. Again, our goal is to teach you guys real day trading. I don't comment on Bitcoin as an asset. I have no clue where Bitcoin is going to go. I don't try to guess or predict. I'm just trying to actually make a living by entering trades. You can literally, you can understand the concepts and the strategies and then copy them on whatever asset you want to trade. You can literally do this on the S&P, the QQQ, whatever what you want to trade. You can copy the same idea. So that is the beauty of being a trader. We don't care about the asset. Anyhow, so give me a second here before I get to the comments. Hopefully the quality is good and hopefully the microphone is working. Yes, it is working. So again, let me just double check a couple of few things before we jump into reading the comments. Thank guys for being legendary and for showing up. I'm a bit earlier than usual, but the usual is actually me being late. So that's why I'm actually showing up kind of early. If you felt that's early, it's not really early. Anyhow, so yeah, I think I'm ready. Let's get to the comments. Still in a line from 60.9. Thank you, Kumba. Muhammad, great mental balance, bro. Mashallah. Thank you. Thank you, brother, for the kind words. Let's see where 60.9 is. Amazing. So we got Kumba perfectly holding the trade, and there is no reason for you to close it. Close it. Like your entry is perfect enough for you to just have your stop loss at entry. Hopefully, you've booked profits. Again, I would have loved. It's not doesn't have to happen, but it would have been perfect for you to have taken profits upon the 66 to 67 retest, because like if you guys remember when we had went live again, like even though I disappeared for 12 days, I went live twice within that period. And when Bitcoin was pumping like this, I said that for anybody, like I did, for anybody who had been like quick enough to take the long, which I told you guys to hopefully take again, that was the long, no pun intended, but the long awaited for trade, where we had been waiting for this ever since we made the low. And like I said, like 2 weeks ago, for anybody who had taken the trade, you should preferably take profits upon the retest of the valley area low. Again, that was not me trying to predict what's going to happen there. I just understand that this is a very critical level, as it has been or had been. Support. Now it's probably going to be act as resistance, and or hence why I do think that would have been a very reasonable take profit one, with a stop loss being moved then at 50 or at your entry. So that is pretty much it. But the current goal is just to focus on taking out the daily low. Again, we've taken out these lows, the ones we've built like on Thursday and then the subsequent days. But I do still prefer like getting the NY session open, an extra flush to the downside, taking out the daily low, our casual strategy, which I literally have a video on, the one where we just mark out the current day low or high and then wait for that exact day, or with that day to be taken out, or that day's high or low to be taken out. It is, I'm not sure which, yeah, this one, daily 5 minute scalping strategy, where I explain this. Yep. So longed 62k SFP. Okay, fair enough. It's if you had been waiting for a certain idea, it's good. Like 62k as a full $1,000 number, taking out these low, it's not the worst thing. Personally, I would prefer for putting a newer low at the NY session open. Doesn't mean I'm predicting this. It doesn't mean you cannot make money. You can absolutely make money because it's a valid, viable idea. And like I'm always happy to see like the community taking trades. However they see fit. Like you don't have to wait for my exact level or idea. Yeah. And also like both can be true at the same time, by the way. Like for example, Bitcoin can like bounce from here, go to 63, for example, you take profits, you make money, and then Bitcoin drop for us to potentially take a trade. Like this is also something that could be possible. Live early, fair enough. Okay, then let's go. I was actually about to watch the last live I missed, but since you're here now already, is there a lot mentioned in that live still relevant now? Almost every single thing, probably everything, except the idea of potentially wanting to long 63k. Other than that, which now didn't happen because we lost it and we did not reclaim it. Other than that, every single bit of yesterday's live stream was critical, and I'd say that it was probably very important and more important than usual, because obviously this was the live after the break, after my vacation. So I've covered, or I had tried to cover like the higher time frame stuff that we've missed. So yeah, if you have the time, it's probably better for you to go back and watch it. And also, as I said, it's not really, I'm not really early. I'm just usually very late, and I guess like me being late every single day has or did become the norm. And now I'm actually live whenever or at my preferred time. I try to be live at 4:30 p.m. I even have it in my description, by the way, guys. Like daily live at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, and the NY session opens after an hour. So my goal and my plan is always, even though I've been failing at it for months, is to go live an hour prior to the NY session. So I mean, at that point we can cover like lots of stuff and also get like 10 to 30 minutes of being live. And also, I'm going to be a guest on the Moon Show today. It's supposed to be something that should be happening. I mean, every week. So again, just because I was away. I haven't been a member or a guest. But yeah, today on the Moon Show, I'll be a guest. So I've got this current live stream, and then the Arabic live stream, and then the Moon Show. So the time would be compressed. So if anybody has a question, please do make sure to ask me any questions, guys. I'm happy for them, by the way. Hey champs, we got Jaden. Thank you, brother. Hey man, how you doing? I'm doing good. Sorry for my yesterday's picky comment. All good, brother. Thank you for being here. Do you trade only Bitcoin? Primarily Bitcoin. I don't want to box myself in, but yeah, it's primarily Bitcoin. And again, like it does not matter. Just trade whatever suits you. I mean, if you were to trade crypto, I'd probably just advise you to trade only Bitcoin. But if you're asking me about like a general way of trading, you can do or trade whatever you want. Also, how was your vacation, brother? Great to see you back again. Thank you, Action Tourist. We missed you, or I missed you. I missed you guys. Yeah, it's been good. I mean, it took or it made me a bit lazy, but I'm happy to be back. So I mean, hopefully, I wouldn't be taking such vacation for at least 3 4 months. But I have a trip coming up after a month, but that wouldn't be as long as, hopefully not as long as this one. Hey champs, good to be back. Busy with my newborn girl, but I had sleepless nights trading. I mean, that's wonderful. We got a family member. Congrats. See your command watching the live in spite of watching the video. Yeah, 100%. The video was super, super compressed where I probably didn't cover much. Let's see how long the video was yesterday. I think, yeah, the video was 7 minutes. Just skip past the first 7 minutes, and that would be seven plus the first three of the countdown. So go to the 10th minute on the live stream of yesterday's live, and then like just see what I'm saying. Maybe 2x speed. Uh, 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 Hold on. See, sorry. Ahmed playing catch up with all the lives. Hello, Ahmed. Every time I try to set partial profits on weeks, it closes the whole trade. Can I take profit in real time? I personally do it on my phone, and on the phone there's like this nice, I'm not sure what to call it, but yeah, you can easily find it on your phone. Just press the close button, and you'll find it. You can also do it here, but I don't like the window that shows up. If it flushes right through 61k and 60k, what's next? Yeah, so if I mean, hypothetically, just to answer this question, if it does like easily flush through 61.4, as I said, I'll be waiting. Like again, once we lose 61.2, for example, it remains to be a non-action, I mean, scenario, unless we reclaim it, which is also a possibility. But if we say, or let's say we lose it and never reclaim it, as we had done like with the 63k level, then I'll be waiting for 59k. Me waiting for 59 does not mean me expecting 59. Does not mean me shorting to 59. It just means that I'll be sitting on my hand, whether or either by I mean unless or until Bitcoin either reclaims this level or goes to 59. If it randomly like pumps at 59.6, for example, and it does this, I wouldn't be participating. So I guess this is also answering the question. But just to complete your question, if we lose 61.4, keep on dropping, I'll be ready for potentially taking a long, as I covered like with us taking the low here, and preferably, again, I cannot exactly exactly say that we have to hit this level, but like preferably hitting 57.4. The lower the better, obviously. Yeah, similar to the idea that made me suggest or take the long upon like faking out 60k. obviously on a much lower compressed time frame, because this one was a very big, I guess, period or large period. Now it's like a little tiny one, but yeah, like the same idea stands, which is like taking out the low, hitting 57, as I said, like, and this is why yesterday's live stream was very important. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this on the video of on yesterday's video, but on the live stream I've covered and I've explained why 57.4, or like, again, it's not an exact level. The larger the level is, the more of a zone it is. Hopefully it makes sense. So it's not exactly 57.370. It's primarily just like a block, 59 to like 56 or something, 59 to 55. So yeah, I'd be happily even spot buying here if the reaction is good, because 57 is like the POC. The reason why it's MPOC, as explained yesterday, it's a major POC. The M is just a letter I made up. I mean, a terminology I made up, because it just stands for taking a very large volume profile pull. I'll try. Thank you, Tony. Hey man, do you have a bullish or bearish perspective on the shorter time frame? Shorter time frame. Again, it depends on what you mean by shorter time frame. Like, again, like, I'll answer it my way, or the way I want to answer it. Like, I'd refer to this as being the lower time frame or the shorter time frame, and I'd say that this is very, very neutral. Again, I know it's very boring of an answer, but that is the most ideal scenario, by the way. Like, this range is all we need to be printing money, disregarding or regardless of where Bitcoin is. Like, I know, guys, a lot of you, as I said, I mean, this is the same thing I've said yesterday. Like, a lot of you guys are failing to look at Bitcoin as a business where you trade it. A lot of you guys are actually mentally still uh, attached to Bitcoin as an asset and as a crypto investment loving Bitcoin thing. So a lot of you guys are focusing on it in terms of, oh my god, we were at 82, 80, 83, now we're at 60k, 65k. But doesn't matter. Like, all I see here is that we have a high of the previous week, the low of the previous week, and we have a nicely built range where if the volume profile is applied, we got this nice daily scalp strategy slash also a mid time frame idea, while also on the flip side having this nice POC with a daily with also the previous day high. Sorry, yeah, I mean, pretty sure it's like a previous day high. Yep, or current day high. Sorry, my bad. Yep, so current day high has liquidity, poor high, and also the bigger one, which is here. So like, all I'm seeing here is like two amazing chances for big trades, short in here, long in here, and intra slash scalpy trades in between 64 and 61.2. Like, this is all I need to be making money. I don't need to be bullish or bearish, and I also don't need to be predicting stuff. Yes, we do have some nice times, like, I mean, very few and rare in between, where we do have easy not predictions but expectations. For example, like we've obviously covered, again, not to sound as if, oh, I told you so, I did not know, but we had the understanding that if Bitcoin was to ever lose the value area high at 72k, 71.6, we can expect an easy move down to the value area low. And if the value area low is ever lost, as covered like even 5 months ago, we can expect the 60k level to be finally taken out. That was something I was prepared for months. Not to say, oh, I knew that it would happen. I just knew that it's a very high likelihood, exactly, or specifically with us losing those certain levels. So yeah, this easy flush of us printing money with the drop. It's not the norm. The norm is actually us ranging and trading within the range, which is also very amazing and nice. Like, as I said, like, as I've always compared it to, like, this is your like monthly income, weekly income, the easy predictable flow of income if you take it as a business, and the big flushes to the downside and the upside are the big payoff day you get like once every month or so. uh yeah, so don't feel confused, and you don't necessarily need to be expecting Bitcoin to drop a lot or pump a lot at this moment of time. It's fine. So sorry. Has a lot of change happened ever since last live stream? Uh, I'm not sure, to be honest. It's just better to probably check the live streams themselves. Hello, Hamoud. Thank you. I hope you had a good holiday, my bro. I did. Thank you. I would ask how it was, but I'm sure the champs have spammed that question. Yeah, it's all good. I mean, it was a very nice, holiday, seeing the family and everything. But yeah, it got a bit boring at the tail end. So this is the truthful answer. The larger the level, the more of a zone it is. Why? Because like on again, because think about it logically. If you're taking a volume profile pull, yeah, for a day or a week or or a year, for example, wouldn't it make sense to not be an exact explicit level? Like the more micro the volume profile pull is, the more precise the POC would be, or the volume node would be. The more macro the volume profile pull is, the more or the less precise it is, because it's probably going to be like even the I mean the not the exact head of the node, but even the level next to it is a very massive large level. Again, hopefully it's not confusing, but hopefully you've understood it. Let's see. I'm waiting for your confirmation, brother. We got Sarah. Thank you, thank you, thank you, brother, sister, not brother. Irene, thank you, thank you, thank you. Bitcoin is older than him. I'm not sure what this means. Thanks, man. Thank you, Ayalo. I don't want to predict, but won't you expect a more sizable correction if 59k is broken? But like the drop, sorry. Uh, I don't want to predict, but won't you expect a more sizable correction if 59k is broken, like the drop from 97 to 60? Won't be a similar move to that. No. So I'd say first of all, it's not exactly similar because 50, like losing 59 and dropping, would be something we haven't like gotten into since, or I mean, for 2 years. So it's not exactly the same as us dropping and hitting zones we had hit a year ago. So it's like not fully comparable. And also, I'd say that the more important focus to me, at least, with looking at the volume profile, is the not the gap, but the potential easy move down once 57k is lost to 47. So yeah, I do, as I said yesterday, by the way, guys. I mean, I'm happy to see a lot of you guys are actually coming in today, because I know that I was away for a while and probably a lot of you guys have forgotten about the live. But yeah, I'd say that if 57 is lost, easily dropping to 47 would not be something surprising. Yeah, that's how I want to put it. But it doesn't mean you short. It doesn't mean you sell. Just know that this is a possibility. Yeah. So at 57, I'm either open and happy to take an amazing strong fake out slash hit and long, or avoiding taking something in between 57 and 47 potentially. Give me a second here. All right. Uh, peace upon you. Thank you, Biro. When is the best time to buy spot? Peace upon you too, by the way. When is the best time to buy spot Bitcoin or ETH? Again, I'm not the kind of person. I'm not the best person to ask. Again, investing into assets is very, very dependent on your situation, your income, your business slash salary slash age slash other investments. So there is no fit or one advice fits all kind of thing. But I'd say that 57 and 47 are levels that I could be potentially interested in adding spot. But yeah, I don't have time for it. And I also wouldn't prefer buying ETH. I see that, or as I said, like I can see or foresee, as they say, like ETH dropping sub $1,000 if Bitcoin was to go to 47. And it's very logic. Like even if you do, or if you measure the difference, this is like a quarter of its value. And again, and this is like yeah, quarter of its value. That would bring ETH like to 1,200. Add to it the potential extra downside, probably taking ETH easily sub $1,000. And I can see the comment, by the way. So let's I mean address it. We got Moody, very funny. That this is your name and you're calling me a kid. It's fine. What the f is he saying? I mean, the idea. This comment was was posted or commented when I was explaining the idea of macro volume profile and micro. So I know that is a very advanced idea that maybe a beginner wouldn't understand, but you're better off asking me what the I'm saying exactly rather than I mean sounding stupid in the comment section. With all the respect again, and also guys, like this specific live stream is only for traders and those are trying to become profitable traders. I'm not the kind of person to be predicting stuff, drawing triangles, and sharing news. So if you're finding it irrelevant to what you understand, if you're not being able to comprehend what I'm saying here, it's if it's beyond the scope of your knowledge or IQ, it's fair enough. It's fine. Just shut the stream and do something else with your life. Uh, Hi Ahmed, how are you? Thank you, Queen Salma. 47k zone. How did you get this level? Is it a POC? It's a very high, large volume node. Yeah. So like, just take a volume profile of like the past 6, 7 years, and you'll see what I mean here. Makes sense. Yeah. On the larger zones for larger levels. Exactly. Walaikum salam. Thank you, Biro. How are people even following this kid? How much percentage of your spot allocation did you use when you bought spot at 65k? Very few. Like I probably added a 2% or something. Yeah, so it wasn't a very large purchase. That was a very old one. Yeah, I think it was, yeah, March. If you had only $1,000 to trade, which leverage would you be most comfortable using? I'm expecting you to say multiple, but I would like to hear your answer. Thank you. I mean, I do genuinely love these questions. Why? Because I have a video about it. So in regards to how much leverage or like margin you want to trade, it's not about the leverage you want to use. It's actually about the risk you're willing to take per trade. And I usually recommend one, maximum 2%. And like once you understand this, you would understand it's not about leverage. So I have a video about for you to watch, which is in my free trading course playlist. Just go and watch the most or second or maybe most important video, which is this risk management strategy made me profitable. In that video, like on that 10-minute long video, I explained like how you can calculate the risk and like how much you want to trade and enter a trade with, and like that's the main thing, because a lot of beginners, once they get into trading, focus too much on the amount they're entering the trade with, but it's not the correct thing to be actually focused on. Hello man from Angola, Africa. Thank you. I know where Angola is, but thank you, Antonio. Oh, so this is hopefully an answer for you. Yeah, so let's wait and see. I mean, we got the NY session open in 20 minutes. That would be something interesting to potentially watch with you guys. Yeah, and also, I mean, I don't think I've shown exo chart now, so let me refresh the page and make sure it's showing, and then give me a second here. Give me a second. Why is it less relevant when it's been 2 years since we've come close to an area compared to 1 year? Uh, but I'll ask anyways to confirm my suspicion. To be honest, again, it's not an exact science, but from my experience and from the way I can potentially explain it, is that the more time it had passed on a certain idea or level, the more chances of those traders and that, I mean, strength of a level being, affected. As in, like, if, for example, if we see a big move upwards and it probably had lots of longs and purchases, like us revisiting the same exact level after a day would probably have most of the participants still being active, whereas on a higher time frame, the effect being less. And also, just from experience, it is what it is. But that's how I think about it, to be honest. Like, it's very relevant to see the inefficiency in candles and the purchases being reversed when it's something that has been more I guess, or has been more relevant and newer than a previous move. So that's how I think about it. Could be true, could be not true, but trust me, this is something factual, and you can even see it within a day. Like, for example, the easy, movements between a value high and low that I always explain, and the gaps in volume and the inefficiencies are easily or more relevant if it's a very new valid thing instead of a very older, higher time frame thing. In regards to a drop, yeah, and also like the 96 to 60k was something. Hold on, let me check the volume profile first, or the exit chart first. Uh, yeah, we're seeing purchases, buying, but selling is moving price down. Very nice to see. Yep. So let's kick them out. I'm expecting the low to be taken out, and that would be nice. Yeah. So let's revisit 96. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. And with the 96k, like, see how this was a very strong move. Whereas also, like, this is a thing to understand, is like this, the thing that I took from 57 to 47 isn't as important or as potent as the other one. So look at this. Like, this node in between remains to be a big block. Like, this section is something larger. It goes back to what I had explained previously. This one, even though it looks like a major gap, it's still less of a gap than taking a volume profile, for example, from 2024, March 2024 to like here, for example. Yeah, like, look at this. Like, this is more of a gap than this, even though they may look similar. Hopefully, this answer. I mean, this is a better answer than my first answer. Yeah. So look at this. Compare this, how thin it is, than this one. Even though they both look thin, this is volume that was added from, or had been compiled, like, for 2 years here, and then adding extra couple of months here, or almost a year here. Yep. So hence why it's more valid, or it's less of a valid gap than the one we've had from like 96 to 60k or 67. Yeah, the amazing one we've shorted here. So let me delete the volume profile very quickly. Hello, bro. The market might offer a scat deal after the. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Thank you, Hani, for being here and for your comment. Yes, this is absolutely true, and this is why we are live as we are every single day. So we got 15 minutes. Let's wait and see. Hopefully, we can catch a trade together. Uh, yep. ETH has been dropping. Yeah, I mean, I'm just glad that I sold ETH when it topped out here. Just a failure of a coin, and trust me, like, you could have made a lot of money by shorting it all the way down. Like, look at this. Like, it went very quickly up, and then as quickly as it did on the flip side to the downside. So, yeah, I mean, investing and buying and calculating how much your net worth would be if it reaches 10k or 20k didn't do any good for anybody. So again, this is a lesson that I learned, and I got burnt by lots of coins. So I'm just glad that I didn't get burnt with Ethereum. Yeah, I didn't repeat the same mistake. Yeah. Uh, so I didn't, again, like, I sold ETH at 4,815. Sorry for repeating this. I've said this a lot, but it's fine. Maybe somebody is new here. And like, at that time, everybody was like mad at me, calling me crazy, because ETH was going to probably go to $10,000, $15,000. Even me personally, I would have expected it to top out at 5,700 rather than 48. But I just said it's fine. I want to sell 3x my money, and that's good. Now it looks amazing. Uh, uh, yeah. Inefficiency in Canada purchase being reversed. Lot to unpack here. That's new to me. Only vaguely familiar with. Can you explain? Like, I'm five. Don't know what it means except. Okay, inefficiency in Canada's inefficiency in Canada's means that price has jumped so high so quickly because there weren't lots of buying and selling, exchanging exchanges between hands of traders between those levels. So it's not an easily defended level. And regarding purchase being reversed, what I meant by that is actually, like, if longs had pushed price so high and then we lose a certain level, the chance of those being still present and them being wrecked if the price reverses is more possible if the pump or the previous move had been closer to the current move. I.e., like what I meant is that if we pumped on week one, the chances of us wrecking the same long people who longed on week one on week two is more of a chance than if this was like week one and then the drop or the potential drop is at week four or year 20 or after 20 years, for example. Hope you understand this point. Yeah, but thank you. Uh, it's very nice that you're picking up on the terminologies and also asking me questions to explain, because I know that I speak a bit quick and I don't fully explain stuff. Alright, give me a second here. Give me a second here. Bro, if ETH goes to 1350, the point of pump of its pump, Dura B. I'm not sure what Dura B is that the end of ETH? Again, nothing is truly the end. I don't know, guys. I don't like to answer these questions because I don't know what I don't know. But I'll just say that I don't have much confidence. I don't have any confidence in any altcoin, any crypto thing, only Bitcoin in when it comes to actually buying it. So I'm 23 years old. At my exact net worth, at my exact income, I'm never going to be spot investing into coins again. Like, I've done it a lot and I've lost a lot of money. And again, even when I had bought ETH, I was an ETH bull. Technically, not an ETH bull fundamentally. Hence why I kept on buying for 4 months, 3x'd my money and sold when it wicked and made a new all-time high. I wasn't researching the next project or whatever, the next ETH thing to buy more and wait for 50k or whatever. So hopefully you understand that. Like I would, if you want to make money by investing into them, probably just use the analysis that I teach, do it on a larger scale, hold for a day, 2, 3, 7 weeks, a week or like a couple of weeks. Maybe that's something fair, a couple of months, but nothing more. Yeah. Uh, 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 yeah, but I don't know if it's going to be the end of the coin or nothing. Yeah, I have no idea, to be honest. Please, can you look for silver? Isn't good to open a long. Unfortunately, I primarily look at Bitcoin and comment on other things, but I'm not able to fully comment on silver, my brother. Yeah, I can open the chart up, but I cannot give you my opinion on it for literally taking a trade. And also, trades are very, very subjective, as in like nobody can ever tell you, no, it's wrong to open a long, it's wrong to open a short. Yeah, I mean, even if you were to ask me now on Bitcoin, can I open a long? Can I open a short? I'll say it depends. Like what strategy and what reasons are you using? If you don't have them, stop asking this question. Go back to the to the planning phase, and or to the education phase, and go and understand how to build strategy. Yeah, because there's no certain exact correct answer at a certain times. Like somebody can see something here to short, somebody can see something here to long, and somebody can say I have no reason for me to do nothing here. Been trading for 5 years, still break even. Do you have some advice? I'll say that trading for 5 years and break even is something, you know, commendable, as in like that you've kept on going for 5 years, and also that you're break even. Usually those that stay for as long as you've done either lose the majority of their money, or make and find success. So you're at the 0.1% anomaly, and that's a good thing, to be honest, because that shows that you've got the emotional side uh, I mean in check, and you probably just having an issue with one little stupid thing. Again, I cannot give you exact advice because I don't know your situation, but I'd say that maybe, I'm guessing it doesn't have to do with your stop loss, but maybe with taking profits. Either taking profits too early or not taking them. That's my guess, because like if it has that, if you're issue with the stop loss, you would be losing money probably. If it, if Bitcoin breaks support right now, wouldn't shorting the break be a good idea? Again, it depends on, again, support is it's an umbrella term for whatever you deem as a potential zone or level that where an asset would or may find some help in terms of actually not dropping further. So there's nothing exactly being support. Again, sorry for being a bit philosophical and deep here, but also let's, if we hypothetically accept that whatever support means, personally I don't recommend you shorting upon losing a level and longing upon breaking a level. That is exactly, or that's exactly why a lot of you guys actually lose money. Retail idea of drawing a pattern, drawing lines, break the line, let's short. Again, it's very wrong, because like, think about it this way. I've explained it again, guys. This is something I've said a lot. I probably have a video on the free trading course. Maybe not. I'm not sure, but maybe the video about me hating patterns. Maybe I don't have one. Uh, yeah, I don't have a video about it. But yeah, I've said this on lots of live streams. Even the one yesterday, guys. I made a live yesterday. I go live every single day, but yeah. On yesterday's live stream, I've explained why doing this is totally wrong, and you're probably going to be ending up losing your money because you're participating after a move. Like, let's say, for example, we all accept, whatever that means, 61.4k is support. For example, you wanting to short after it's lost, again, the likelihood of actually getting trapped and the candle reversing is also high. And let's say even not that, but also the idea of you participating and selling upon or after such massive drop. Like, the smart person does shorts at the top when everybody's buying, so they sell to the weak handers rather than, or they sell to the weak handers rather than selling or shorting once the price has dropped fully. That's why I have an issue with patterns. Like, I always hate on patterns on multiple levels, on multiple reasons. For example, we can hate on the fundamentals of a pattern and how a pattern is a meaningless, worthless, fake thing. But even then, like, disregarding this, the issue with most patterns, or yeah, I think most of them, is that they make you buy after a move has happened. For example, Bitcoin is doing this. Oh my god, it's pumping. Let's long. But I mean, it has been pumping technically. I mean, why don't you hold on? Why don't you learn how to potentially find or make the most out of this move, instead of being the failure of a trader who buys at the top? Even again, like, obviously there will be a time where the pattern works and you get lucky and you buy and you make money, but fundamentally is wrong, because you're putting yourself at a situation or at the mercy of the coin, because this could be an amazing short opportunity. So that's why I always tell you guys, trading 101, literally trading 101. Okay, first of all, you put a stop loss. This is, you don't we don't debate this. You have to put a stop loss. Don't debate me on it. Second thing is, you have to you should never buy when it's pumping or sell when it's dumping. Just these two things, don't even question me about them, with all due respect. I mean, you can question me about them. You can do whatever you want in life. It's a democracy. It's a democratic channel. Um, Give me a second here. I remember telling people to maybe buy Ethereum at around 4,200 because there was a cup formation. I mean, there you go. A cup formation. A cup, like, it even sounds silly. Thank God, even then, I told people to be careful. That's my only saving grace. Thanks, thank you, Antonio. Good to have you back. Thank you, Irene. Thanks for the advice. 5 years guy. Yeah, I remember you. Four out of the last 20 trades were trades that went more than 3R, but I came out, uh, break even with, came out break even or with a loss. I think that's what she meant. Uh, Even this things happen. They do. I'm not sure. Like I think I lost you, but or you lost me with the DOE. Okay, but yeah, I think my assumption could be correct, which is like you're not taking profits. I often struggle to understand when to wait for a liquidity grab and what are typical setups. Uh, it's a very large, fully ambiguous question, unfortunately. Like, okay, maybe you can specify exactly what you mean, because uh, I wouldn't be able to exactly answer in this way. I love patterns, but only to counter trade them. Exactly. Uh, is counter trading patterns a sort of very indirect way of using order flow? Yes, it's like Ahmed before getting into exo chart was just assuming because we have a pattern, a triangle, and we are at the top. Hold on. If we have a pattern and we are at the top, I can assume that they're currently longs opening, even though I don't see them, and I then short the fake out. Yeah, so it's an indirect way, a less efficient but also smart way of doing it. Yeah, I mean, I still do it. I still keep that in mind, and or I had done it previously. Yeah, I've literally thought to myself many times that whenever the pattern looks more blatantly, to use it as a reason to short. I was expecting people to see the pattern too. Yeah, I mean, you can. It's a valid idea. Just don't fully like accept it as reality. Accept it as a potential extra backing of a theory. Theory. What is the profit ratio of your strategy equals wait for the daily high to be taken out? What do I mean by profit ratio? More blatantly, uh, more blatantly bullish or bearish. I'm not sure, but yeah, let's wait and see. I mean, we have the NY session open in 1 minute. Let's open EXO. Let me refresh this quickly. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yep. All right. 15-minute time frame. All right. Let's see if something interesting happens here. I mean, just classically not taken long upon. Like it's very easy. Like everybody sees this as the classic. Again, it's like think about it as a game, and everything is getting more competitive with time. Like, okay, order flow, everybody knows order flow. A lot of, I mean, SFP liquidity grab is becoming famous. So, oh, let me liquidity grab, let me take it. Oh, I make money, but then it drops. So now you have to understand some other new stuff. You want to counter trade the smart traders, not only the stupid traders, and also you want to keep in mind that I mean the likelihood of taking out the low within a day is very high. So you don't want to take this first one. You want to check order flow. Like trust me, it's getting more competitive. Like what's your profit performance? Let's say in a year, how many trades of all end in profit? Is it regarding only the day high and low to be taken out, or is it in general? In general, I mean, I swing between low 60s and high 60s. That's like the acceptable range uh in my I mean trading journey. Why? Because my profits, even though I have higher ones, but usually it's not a high RR way of trading because I usually take 50% and then the stop loss gets hit at my entry. So that's why like I would need, or I do need, or I do have, and also I would need a higher you know success rate. Just this daily range strategy you are teaching us, it's on the higher side of the 60s. Yeah, I'd say it's like it has lower risk to reward ratio, but it has a higher success rate than my average trades. And again, I also have a video about it, by the way, Tamasito. You can, I'm not, maybe you've watched it, but I will repeat it again for those that are just joining in now. I do have a video exactly on it, which is my daily 5 minute scalping strategy. Very simple. Just, I'm pretty sure this is it. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Which is like daily high, daily low, shorting upon the fake out of the daily high, longing upon the fake out of the daily low. Again, it's also it has some other context. For example, now not only would I prefer taking out the low, but also not only would I need to take out the low, but I prefer also like getting the daily NPOC hit. Like that would be perfect. Yeah. So let's see. I mean, we're getting a bounce now, so it's going to be very interesting to see. Do we just keep this random double wick here and go higher? Could be again. Like if this ends up being like the current low and we pump, nothing. Sorry guys, nothing would be or no issues. I'll just wait. If it pumps from here, I'll wait for the short scalp idea. So like Bitcoin has nowhere to run from me. That's how I wanna say it. It's like you should actually learn to be very patient and to not jump randomly into trades, and don't let like candles affect your plan. For example, now if Bitcoin pumps, a lot of beginners would say, "Oh my God, it looks like it wants to run. It's a front run. The candle is not being taken out. Let me quickly like jump into a long. Oh my God, I might miss my trade. Let me buy it and then like go to 64K." But then what may happen or could happen, and that's why like again, you could be lucky and get the pump, but this is you gambling, not trading. The real trader would say, okay, it's fine. If it pumps, let it pump. I'll come up with new trades. If it doesn't pump, then okay, at least I was patient and I'll get my better trade. Champ 1700. Hi, my Libyan brother. Good evening, champions. Thank you, brother. Did we just have a liquidity grab? What do you mean? Again, this is you guys or electro being affected by candles moving. Just because you saw the candle move from here to here doesn't mean we had a liquidity grab. And also liquidity grab is becoming more, the more famous it is, the more cringy it is now, because like I mean, even if we take the low of the day, it's not exactly liquidity grab. Not everything is liquidity and a liquidity grab. Like, so no, we didn't have a liquidity grab. It's just the market being bought and sold. It's me, Vikrant. I thought so with the opener of you saying hello, Libyan friend, but it's a new name. But yeah, thank you, Vikrant, for being here. Uh, yep. So how have you been? I'm doing good enough. I had a long vacation. By that I mean like 17 days, and now I'm back fully energized. How can we have your NPOCs and MPOCs levels? You can have them by just looking at them and then putting them on your chart. I guess if that's what she means. So yeah, I mean you can copy them by just v- watching where the levels and lines are placed at and where they're coming from, and then you can take them. If you mean like how do I understand and gain the knowledge to start putting them myself, then that's a more of a deeper question of like teach me how I trade, which is like what I do on a daily basis. Give me a second here. All right. Yes, exactly how you set them. Yeah, so setting them up is basically you saying or telling me, "Oh, Ahmed, how I trade." It's it's like it's a different format of asking me how I trade, which I meant, which means that you have to watch me and ask me questions about certain parts and like watch me for months or years and then trying yourself. It's like I cannot say, oh, exactly how to get the daily NPC and like spend. It's not a course, unfortunately. It's just us live trading every single day. So. Uh, you can watch me every single day. You will hopefully start getting insight and knowledge. Like maybe some of the champs who've been watching consistently Action Tours being one of them, or a lot of you guys actually, Vikrant, Electro, would be easily, would have probably understood lots of things that, or lines that like just by watching and viewing. Because like one live stream, I'll happen to explain anchored view up. I've probably explained anchored view up a billion times in the past year. So like, but I don't do it every single day because it's a live trading session. Yeah, but trust me, like if you watch for long enough, you'll probably catch uh, the majority of the ideas. All right. Yeah, so let's give it more time. Again, I would be, uh, again, that's because we started not early, but we started at my ideal time. And I also have two, technically three live streams to attend to. I wouldn't be saying for a very long time, but I'll try to spend like 10 minutes together. How about that? So maybe 5:45, 5:47 is the time where I end the stream. So let's see. Hopefully we can catch some nice trades together. Mm-mm-mm. All right, let's see. Ahmed 3, what's the third language? Very nice. No, it's I do go live on the Moon Arabic sometimes. Uh, Hindi. No, it's like it's same. It's Arabic. So I've got two English live streams and two Arabic live streams, and I've had lots of work to be done, or had lots of work that I've done in the morning. So it's like a very very productive day to me. It's like I'm I'm living multiple lives. I'm a trader, live streaming, and also every single other thing that I run. I'm also starting potentially a new business, while also potentially, not potentially, but hopefully, like we're going to be running something new for the channel or for my own self. I think I've hinted at it, something in regards of teaching and education. Again, no more info, or I'll be posting more info once I gather the plan. But hopefully, like in less than 30 days, 15 to 30 days, I'll be announcing everything. So yeah, lots of stuff to be done. Hopefully, yeah. After I'm punishing myself after taking a vacation for 2 weeks. Bro, the thing is with trading, because you spend 80% of the time waiting, it's good to do other stuff. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yes, like it's very nice. Like when, even when like I spend an hour or 3 hours sometimes talking to you guys, it's something that I actually enjoy because I get to teach, talk, while I might as well just do that because like I'll be silent watching candles if I don't like live stream. So it's very nice, to be honest. Hence why I'm planning other things, live streaming multiple times, planning the educational part that I'm probably going to be coming out with in 15 days, and also like if I want to start other businesses, travel randomly for 2 weeks, disappear for 2 weeks from you guys, I can do that. So it's good. Uh, Obviously, it's like it's more glamorized than it is, but it's nice, to be honest. Uh, yeah. So let's wait and see. Let's put an alert here to see if we break the low, and we're going to be spending 5 to 7 minutes more. Hold on. All right. And also, again, just because I mean, I'm coming back from a vacation, I'm a bit rusty, but obviously, guys, for those that would love to trade, you can trade on weeks, support the channel. It's an affiliate link. So there you go. I tried to say it at least once. Yeah, if you click on the link, you will be taken to the sign up page where the refer code is going to be automatically applied. You just want to put your email, press the red, or sorry, the white button, and then they will ask you for a new password, and that's it. Like nothing is going to be asked, from you. No KYC is required, and that's amazing, to be honest. And also, as I said, and as I showed you guys yesterday, like now Weeks has the TradeFi section, which is like finance, stocks. We got gold, or they got gold. They got Coinbase, Apple, Nvidia, MSTR, MicroStrategy, Tesla, Amazon, Oracle, Palantir. That is amazing. The reason why I'm going to be probably saying this every single live stream is because I truly find this lovely, because not only is Weeks good for trading crypto, I mean trading in general, but it was only crypto. But now a lot of you guys can finally like get or take my advice of testing out trading something other than Bitcoin and altcoins. Yeah. Like if you're struggling, as I always say, like if you're a person who always struggles of detaching their love for Bitcoin and crypto from trading, trade something else. SPY and QQQ is the two that I would probably tell you guys to start with. Or you can test out random stocks, for example. But yeah, that is something amazing, because like once you trade the SPY, you're not at the mercy of loving the asset itself. You're just viewing it as a chance to make money. So trust me, give it a go if you are a person who's struggling to find success with Bitcoin. And also no KYC, same exact exchange. Like a lot of countries are very confusing and high fees on like if you want to trade stocks. Weeks is no KYC, exact same thing. Yeah, pre-IPO. They even got pre-IPO, by the way. OpenAI, Anthropic. Again, a bit degen, gambly stuff. I wouldn't recommend, but I mean you can do that if you want to. Metals. Let's see what metals they've got. They got copper, very interesting commodities. Maybe this is gas. I guess nitrogen gas, maybe whatever, or is it maybe not nitrogen gas, but oil. Yeah. So very interesting. Nice. I didn't know they had these. I just know the stocks section. They had them for before I went on my vacation. So like they have been having them for a month or so. Very nice. Anyhow, these are the trades that have been open for a good while. So, yeah, yeah. And also before I forget, but just because I have a duty to stop the gamblers among us, please guys don't go randomly into the futures trading section and think that you're investing into Apple. Yeah, this is only for trading. Please don't be opening a long on Apple and keeping it for years. It's the wrong way of doing it. You don't own the stock, so please avoid doing it. If you think you're investing into the stocks, it's only there for trading stocks. Yeah, even the name here says trade stocks, the big button at the top. Yeah, trade stocks, not invest into stocks. Investing into stocks would require a brokerage account. Depends on your country. Yeah, but please don't do it here. Uh, Give me a second here. Yep. Ahmed, you are religious. Depends what you mean by that. You know, I don't want to get into it, but I mean, yes. I mean, technically, obviously, yes. Because like, I mean, if you ask an Arab if they're religious or not, they may say no, but the criteria of I mean for being religious is like super high, that they just say no because they're not super religious, as in like they're not. I mean, they don't meet the standard that is set too high. If you ask a Westerner if they're religious or not, they're probably saying, I mean, they say yes if they believe and no if they don't. Very irrelevant. I don't want to comment too much on it, but this is the long-winded answer. Weeks exchange facilitates trading and commodities markets through the hyperliquid Hyper-3 framework. Thank you, Exit Liquidity, for such nice information. Yep. Did you take a long, bro? No, not yet, at least. I mean, I'm live. I've been live for an hour and 6 minutes, but I cannot force the candles to move in my direction. So yeah, I mean, if this ends up being the second higher low of today, we pump. I'm going to be waiting for this. If we drop, then I'll happily take the trade as intended, as I've been waiting for it. So this is the game plan today. Again, thank you for your time. Thank you, brother. And also, by the way, obviously, like watching the first 7 minutes of the show or the live trading session is where I actually cover the quick summary of the trades, the ideas, the plan for today. So I always kind of tell you guys to go back and watch them. Did you take the trade? I had to be AFK for 10 minutes. lucky you, I did not take the trade, but also unlucky you. This is me wrapping up the show because obviously, as I said, I've got multiple live streams. My time is a bit constrained today, so I'll hopefully, never mind, doesn't seem like it. Fair enough, yeah. So obviously, guys, I'm ready to take the trade if given. So hopefully, every champ is ready. As I said, for those that do want to attend and see my not so beautiful face again today, obviously on the Moon Show, I'll hopefully be a member and a guest on today's show after an hour and a bit. I'm not sure. Like you can see this. This is the thing that I'm supposedly going to be on. Ahmed the showman today. Let's go. Yeah. So again, lots of stuff, lots of talking, guys. So I'm going to be wrapping up today or today's show in this specific channel. I'll be jumping on to a different channel and onto a different channel and multiple channels, guys. So as I said, hopefully I will be meeting or no, yeah, hopefully, and also like pretty much I mean, I guarantee that I'm going to be showing up tomorrow, guys, as usual. Just be patient, don't take the trade, let the market come to you.